I thought I was doing. I can't even talk. Listen, I thought I was going to be finished with my candle work by the time I got on here. Um, my daughter's helping me watch it. You know, with magic, it gets a little crazy when the candles start burning. So, what I'm offering is the um 7 card reading, and you get, mini candle work, which I use one of the chime candles, petition, and I burn it for you. So it's a little crazy right now. I'm just trying to make sure nothing gets out of control, but my daughter is over there watching. Okay, how y'all doing? Ooh, child, this is like y'all good? Hi, Miss Rose. How you doing? So I got my baby from work, so I ain't got to rush. Let me get this light right, because this light, hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's a mess. I've been working. Hold on, I got to. So I got time. I'm not going to be rushing tonight. I just trying to rush to get started. So if y'all need any spell work done, or a reading, I got quite a few specials going on. Find me on Facebook, or you can email me, tiyinel@gmail.com. Okay, and we're talking about, we're still on mindful meditation. It's been phenomenal. Let's see here. If I can find my damn book. Lord. Come on, book. Here we go. Look at me. Hair wild. All right. And I'm going to fix my light. If you have the book, we're on page 69. Last night got away from me. Had to pick my baby up early from work. It's been busy for me. It's been really, really busy. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this nice and cozy. How was that one doing on the left? Meaning. Oh. Okay, here we go. I'm coming, y'all. I think it's about coming to an end. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. All right. Let me make sure. That's bad. That light is bad. Y'all, I'm trying to do. I'm trying. And I need a new phone. Lord Jesus. I'm trying to get it together, Miss Rose. Honey, I'm trying to get this together. Come on. Oh, shit. See, my phone is not holding a charge. And you know when the port goes out? There we go. No. Y'all work with me for a minute here. There we go. I'm not going to bother. Okay. All right, let's change this light. Maybe it's this light. That's crazy. See, it's a lot of energy going on here. Okay, here we go. Okay, y'all. What I do? Nick, can you hand me my singing bowl, please? This is stupid. It's stupid. Listen. Real life. Right there, baby. Thank you. No editing. This is real life. This is real life. Okay, let me fix this again. Okay, we're going to chime in and we're going to have a good time. But the struggle is real right now. There we go. Okay, the struggle is real. Okay, let's chime in, y'all. This don't make no sense, right? All right, y'all good? Oh, the little port thing. This cord is good, but it's my port because I got 2 cords and my baby uses it to charge something. And the cord is good. It's just I need a new phone. It's time for a new phone. Android girl, you know we hold on to things forever. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, I was taking that in. I needed that. Okay. Here we go. So we've been talking about mindful meditation. It has been phenomenal. I did do some along with some I guess a breathing technique, and I was calling things in for my relationship, and it was pretty intense this morning because I was repeating some words and I just kept on repeating. I kept on repeating. Making notice of what I was feeling in the moment, making notice of my emotions in the moment. Everything was in the moment, and it was very, very intense. And it got very, very deep in my spirit, and I fell asleep. I know it was very, very powerful. So mindful meditation is not for the weak at heart. But if you want to see results and you want to get shit done, and you want to get your point across, this is something you want to try. Okay. All right. So we are on page 69 talking about intention. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay, make sure everything good. Okay, so we're going to talk about intention. All right? The intention to be present and to understand all things as they are, as they actually are. My baby was supposed to be the candle watcher. I don't know where my baby went, y'all. Children, I tell you, young adults. The intention to be present and understand all things as they actually are, free from any distortion, is an essential ingredient in deepening mindfulness and insight. Mindfulness practice seeks to foster a deeper understanding of peace, compassion, the nature of ourselves and all life, and the capacity to live in accord with those insights. It is the intention to see clearly, to awaken and transform, that distinguishes the mindfulness of the meditator from the kind of attention a burglar may bring to a break-in or a tightrope walker to crossing a bar. Clear intention cultivates exploration, investigation, and understanding. It frees us to explore our most complex emotion and inner processes and begin to understand them intuitively. In other words, you begin to process what you feel and what you're meditating on without being on edge. Basically, without feeling like, oh gosh, just being on edge, being paranoid. You can explore without fear. You know what I'm saying? You can explore without fear. It's so much within it. And I believe that I don't know why she's explaining it in such an intense way, but you set your intention to be present in that moment and understand things as they actually are. Okay, for instance, can I use myself for example? Okay, one thing that when we get older, we get kind of self-conscious about going gray, right? Going gray. And when you do, you're like, oh Lord, they're gonna see my gray. You know what I'm saying? You're clear from all of that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going gray gracefully. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. It's not what our mind's like, oh, I'm getting old, nobody going to be around me, stuff like that. No, it takes all of that away. And you get a clear understanding, a deeper understanding of peace. You know, this represents my wisdom. This is actually beautiful. My grandmother her whole hair was white. I told y'all that. It looked like a silvery white. But taken away from what we've been taught to believe about life, ourselves, our situation, about love and marriage, it takes away all of those isms and schisms. And you can see it without judgment. And I know I said that before. And so you have a deeper understanding of peace. You got peace about it. You know, you have compassion about it. And so, and you have a deeper insight about it. That's just not the only thing, but life as a whole. Maybe losing something or losing someone or going through something or feeling some type of way. A decision you had to make, and maybe you had to hurt somebody in the process. You are not on edge. Like, what's gonna happen because I gotta make this decision? What's gonna happen because I gotta tell this individual this? You're just like on a tightrope, you're walking on eggshells. It takes away all of that. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. I can't imagine. This is why I gotta do this, because I'm like, does that even exist? Because there's always a backlash to something, right? That's the way we've been taught. That's the way we see things. We say it is what it is, but to actually walk in that phrase, it is what it is going to be powerful. All right? So not understanding from, because it says, processes and begin to understand them intuitively, not understanding from this standpoint, this fleshly standpoint, really from the aspect of the way spirit sees things. A lot of us said, God said, I know me being in church, God said, and a lot of shit God did not say. Because his ways are truly not our ways. Spirit ways, the goddesses, the gods, the deities, their ways are truly not our ways. And their thoughts are truly not their thoughts. Our thoughts are truly not their thoughts. Okay? So, it's a whole new world from where we were taught and where we come from. Okay? All right. Seeing what is true. Mindfulness meditation not only cultivates a clear perception of what is actually happening around us and within us, but also fosters a clear understanding of the true nature of all of those experiences. We begin to see the processes involved in the formulation of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. The changing nature of all of those processes is perceived more immediately. So you're not overthinking shit. You're not making up stuff in your mind. I mean, it truly is what it is. Okay? The previously perceived solidity of our inner experiences become more transparent to us. All right? We learn to dive beneath our concepts and conclusions about each moment and directly see what is occurring. This is the wisdom element of mindfulness meditation that awakens and liberates. Oh my gosh. Mindfulness meditation does not attempt to impose some new belief system or theory upon our inner and outer universe, but let us see what is essentially true in our changing world of experience and what is false or untrue. As I was reading that, it puts me in the mind of a woman that's been hurt. Okay, I'm a woman. I can relate. Men can relate to this too. It puts me in the mind of a woman or a person that's been hurt. And so they meet a new person, and the new person does things for them from the kindness of their heart. But because this individual has been hurt, they're going to walk in the energy of being a skeptic or looking at them with the side eye. You know, they feel like they got a bad motive behind it because they've been hurt. And this individual is a new individual with a new, you know, they're bringing a new energy to your life. They really, really love you. They really, really like you. And you're skeptical about something they're doing nice to you. Because when your ex did it, it was something bad behind it. And so I believe that engaging in this, it takes away all of that. And you won't be thinking on it. You know, some stuff, negative stuff, you just think on it for days and days and days. You're adding shit to it. You're subtracting from it. You're going around Robin's barnyard. And it is what it is. They just wanted to do something nice for you. And you like, why they do the same thing my ex did? Maybe Spirit put it in their spirit to do something nice for you like the other person did it, but do it with the right intention. Some stuff shows up in our life again with a new energy to help us heal. For instance, I had a lot of tall, dark, and handsome men do crazy shit. They try to fight me. They were jealous, you know, controlling. And then you get in your mind, oh, I'm not dealing with no more tall, dark, and handsome men. Oh, I'm not dealing with no more black men. Can we go deep? Oh, I'm not dealing with no more Hispanic or white men. You know, you want to attach everybody in that, you know, in that spectrum to that energy. And that's so wrong to do. But it's easy to do. We've all done it. Okay? Men. Oh, I'm not trusting any more black women. Oh, I'm not trusting any more white women, Hispanic women. I'm not. Oh, how about this? I'm not trusting men or women. I'm going to the same sex. You see what I'm saying? Instead of making a decision that, you know, that you genuinely want to make, you know, not going to the same sex because you've been hurt by men. You know, that's really not your thing, but you want to try something different because you want to, you know, you want to see if somebody of the same sex, you know what I'm saying? It's not right. That's not right. If you're not a lesbian, you're not a homosexual, why would you do that? Just because you've been hurt by the, you know, if you are not straight. I'm just bringing it where we can all understand, y'all. Why would you say I'm going to be straight because, you know, all the homosexual, lesbian people, women, they hurt me. Homosexual men, lesbian women hurt me. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you do it. And I had to bring it there because that's a hot topic at hand. You know, it helps you to identify things for where they are and not to attach something else to it. Because you know what? When we get that way, we miss out on a lot of good stuff. We miss out and we mess up. And so you begin to process these things immediately. For instance, a man comes into your life and he buys you flowers on the first date, or he takes you to an expensive restaurant. Or a woman comes into your life, fellas, and she genuinely wants to say she want to take you out on a date. You're like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And so you begin to just put all this negative stuff on her, but she's genuinely doing it from her heart to show you all women are not after your money. Okay? Women, you know, to genuinely show you the guy that gives you flowers on the first date, to genuinely show you that there are men out there that can be gentlemen. And I love to bring it in the whole essence of relationships because we can all relate. Okay? So it says the previously perceived solidity of our inner experiences becomes more transparent to us. In other words, where you felt like this person or situation was the problem or is the problem as to why you're thinking the way you're thinking, in all actuality, it's not them, it's me. I am the problem. I need to heal. I'm bitter. I'm still blaming everybody for what XYZ did to me. You understand? I'm the problem. I know that's what I come up with because I am a whole lot of piece of works. Because I am a whole lot of piece of works. A lot of times I'm the problem. Because I'm a thinker, because I got this damn Gemini energy, it's a lot going on at one time with me. And a lot of time, I say like 85% of the time, I'm the problem. Even if somebody do something to me, okay, they're going to be accountable for what they do. But when it comes to moving on, when it comes to healing, when it comes to processing what they did to me, I'm the problem. Because once that person is out of your life, let them be out of your life. We just bring that energy and we add shit to it. And the person could just be like feeling really bad what they did to you, about what they did to you. They don't know how to come back and say, I'm sorry. But you're like, oh, they working against me and they plotted against me. It could be the person just didn't know how to love you. The person dropped the ball. The person was dealing with their own inner demons. And you just happened to be in their lives and that thing was unleashed. And so they may say, listen, we can't be together, or you break it off. I don't know who needs to hear this. You break it off, it's over. It's done. They're going their way, you go on yours. But we keep on feeding that little monster. We keep feeding that little demon because we don't want to let it go. And that's human nature. Do you know what they did to me? Girl, we tell about 10, 20 friends. We think about it over and over in our head. Okay? Because why? We don't have clarity in that situation. We don't have compassion in that situation. And we can't see stuff for what it truly is. Because we are so filled with toxicity, trauma, and drama. I drink to that. Hey, Kira, how you doing? I hope I'm making sense. So we need to, like I said, we need to learn to dive beneath our concepts and conclusions. Dive beneath it. Because a lot of times we start, okay, this is my story and I'm sticking to it. I know I'll say that in a minute, okay? But we got to dive beneath that, okay? You telling me it's something deeper than what I perceive it to be? It's something deeper than my conclusion? Not me. I am Queen Tayi. I got the answers. I know what's up, okay? But a lot of times, when we deal with hurt and deal with people and deal with situations, we don't tap into our intuition. We tap into our feelings. The first thing we go into is our feelings. Okay? And because I am growing, thank you, Lord, thank you, Spirit, more and more spiritually, when things come upon me now, I can honestly say, not tooting my own horn, but I am patting myself on the back. I can honestly say, okay, where's this coming from? You know what I'm saying? I'm more mindful. Okay, let me flip a card, see what Spirit is saying. Okay, let me shut off my thoughts and see what my ancestors are saying. And they will let me know, Tayi, you a piece of work, girl. Or they bring to my attention, you remember that spell work you did before you met that individual? Their protection spell. You remember what you said. You remember what, you know what I'm saying? They'll bring it to my attention. So I can see beneath my concepts and my conclusion. All right? It said this is the wisdom element of mindfulness. So you're going to get compassion. You're going to get clarity. You're going to get insight. You're going to get wisdom. You're going to be liberated. You're going to be awakened. Look at all those big, powerful words. You're going to see things for what is essentially true in our changing world of experience and what is false and untrue. Period. Okay? Applications of mindfulness. There are essentially 3 areas to which mindfulness is directed with the intention of bringing clarity and understanding. The first of these areas is the dimension of our lives. We could refer to our personal story, the dynamics of our inner world. Here's the personal story. Mindfulness is a journey of self-discovery, learning to be intimate with ourselves. Ooh. That felt weird. Didn't that feel weird? Listen to that. Mindfulness is a journey of self-discovery, learning to be intimate with ourselves. It is not a journey of narcissism. There is no intention to modify our personalities, to perfect ourselves, or achieve any particular elevated image of holiness. Come on. It is not a path for self-improvement. There is much that will undergo change in our inner world through the application of mindfulness, but the intention is always one of seeing clearly and fostering understanding. Through mindfulness, we explore our inner landscape, the world of our bodies, feelings, mental states, and contents of our mind. As we initiate this exploration with calmness and clarity of seeing, free from all judgments and conclusions, we begin to perceive with balance and sensitivity the variety of changes our inner world goes through in every moment. We wake up to our inner life rather than living with the retrospective knowledge well known to us in our lives, where we look back on the past with regret or remorse, wondering how we could have responded differently. Our seeing becomes immediate, direct, and deep. Again, girl, sir, ma'am, it is what it is. Mindfulness of body. We explore the life of our bodies with greater sensitivity, seeing directly the body-mind relationship. Mindfulness is a willingness to open to and see fully the variety of physical experiences our body go through. There are experiences of pleasure and experiences of pain within our bodies, just as there are in all of life. Exploring our relationship to the spectrum of pain and pleasure within our bodies becomes a microcosmic view of how we relate to pain and pleasure in every area of our lives. Habitually, we flee from the unpleasant and pursue the pleasant. Accustomed to fleeing from the painful in our lives, of our inner or outer lives, we learn to fear it, avoid it, suppress it, and so live a life of struggle and anxiety. With mindfulness, we bring a balanced and calm attention to explore and stay present with the whole spectrum of physical experience as it is happening. In other words, honey, let me tell you about me. I can only talk about me. I'm in a relationship, right? And I tell y'all this all the time. Let my partner do something I don't like or say something I don't like, honey, I'll be ready just to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You is not going to hurt my feelings. You ain't supposed to say nothing I don't like. You ain't supposed to look at me a certain type of way. When I say something and I feel like you should respond, you should respond. Okay? We're always looking for that pleasurable thing. Give me that pleasure. Give it. But when something does not go our way, what we do? We want to avoid it. We want to say, I ain't dealing with that joker. He thought. We don't take the good in with the bad unless I ain't got no ring on it. Unless we got a ring on it. We feel like we need some paperwork to commit to embracing the good and the bad. You don't need no paperwork. You don't need no ring to tell yourself, girl, sir, dude, whoever you are, embrace the good with the bad, the pleasurable with the unpleasurable, the pleasure with the pain. I don't mean to be vulgar, but the best way I can identify, y'all know sex, is that the pleasure with the pain. You know what I'm saying? You invited both, because it does. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way with life. It's the same way with life. And that's difficult for me to say, because I just want to bang my head on my table. Because you're telling me it's the yin and the yang. It's the balancing of the scales. We got to stop avoiding the bad. Because in the bad, we discover a lot about ourselves. And we discover a lot about the situation. And we discover a lot about people. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. I don't like this. You see what I'm saying? I'm avoiding the fact that this is stepping on my toes. I want to avoid, but I can't, because I'm teaching this. I'm avoiding the fact that I don't like controversy. I like to cause it. You know, I like to hand it out on a plate, but when the plate comes around to me, I want to reject it. That's bullshit. And I'm not the only one that walking that bullshit. I used to have men tell me, damn, you just gonna throw me out like that, T? I ain't gonna have everything perfect. And I'd be like, because everybody's in a growing process of some type, one way or the other. But I believe, I had to light the incense on that, baby. That thing tearing me up. I believe that if we are more gracious to people in that area, or we can see our own bullshit, we can understand better. But if you are not there, mindfulness meditation is where it's at. Listen, giving attention to our bodies in a variety of postures, whether sitting, standing, or walking, to the rhythms of our breathing, to the different layers of sensation that emerge in our bodies, we learn to bring balance and clarity to our relationship with all sensation. With the calm body, there's a releasing not only of superficial tension, but often also of deeply buried areas of pain created through emotional or psychological trauma. Mindfulness brings the integration of body and mind. For instance, work. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about work. I'm gonna try to tell it without saying too much. Okay, for instance, I'm sorry, y'all, put my incense here. A situation came up, and because I deal with anxiety and depression and have managed it, I was telling one of my people that I work with how to manage their anxiety. Okay, my thing is being mindful. Okay, calm down, don't do anything. You know, you deal with anxiety, you all over the place. You like, your body shaking, you get to thinking crazy, all that shit. The best way to deal with anxiety is to be aware, okay, I'm having an anxiety attack. Be mindful of that. And when you have an anxiety attack, you know, you can't think clearly, you probably stumble, you just notice the things that go haywire when you're dealing with anxiety. So one of the people that I work with, I brought that to their attention. So instead of us, when I get there, you have an anxiety attack, instead of us to say, oh, we're going to go to the store, we're getting ready to go to the grocery store, and you have an anxiety attack. No. Let's take a moment. Let's acknowledge that anxiety attack. let's calm down. Go and get your thoughts together. Once you get your thoughts together, you do your breathing. If you have to take your medication, you take your water and all of that. Pull everything in. Once you do, we can go on up with our day. Right? They appreciated that. But they went to a family member and said, well, Tayi said I should handle my anxiety like this. And guess what? Tayi basically got shitted on with that. Their family member said, oh, no, you just need to keep moving. Go take a walk. Go down the street, take a walk while you're having an anxiety attack. Tayi's not here long enough to understand what? I wanted to say, I deal with anxiety. Well, you're not with us when they're having an anxiety attack and they're popping off an attitude with me because they don't know how to express that they're having an anxiety attack. But I got shitted on. I just want them to keep moving. I just want them to... I was like, bitch, in my mind, bitch, please. But that's what we've been taught. Simply put, they said they just need to get their mind off of it. What? This is why people fall out. This is why people faint. This is why people go to drugs. Because everybody's telling them, get over it. Don't cry. Don't feel that way. Don't talk that way. Just be emotionless. Emotionalist. I don't even know if that's a word. Be without emotion. Be without feeling. Get it out your mind. Oh, y'all know I'm passionate about this. And so we get in this flow of what we've been taught. We don't know how to feel feelings when our spouse is going through. We don't know how to relate when the child is crying. We don't know how to relate when the dog is this murmuring and barking all night because we're out of touch with ourselves. Can't have orgasm because we don't know how to bring awareness to our bodies. Can't express the fact I can't have an orgasm because you just like, as long as they get there. You understand? What are you saying to me, loudmouth woman? I'm saying what you feel, how you feel, what's going on in your mind matters. If we had a movement, your feelings matter. What's that? YFM? Your feelings matter. We are not mindful. That's all she's saying. Some of us are so numb. And it's not our fault. It's the way society has been set up. So when people come in my presence and they say, listen, I need to talk to you. I'm feeling this way. And I talked about that in a deep way. The other night, was that last night? The night before last. I need to talk to you. And I let people get it out. And I said, oh, forgive me for feeling this way. And when I tell people, and it's a shame, when I tell people, no, feel that. Take a moment to feel that, baby. They are blown away. People become my best friend. Just because I told them it's okay to feel that way. That's my best friend Q. That is why my clients feel like you my friend. They tell me I can do one reading. You're my friend, you're my sister. It's too late. If you don't like it, we're family now. Because I told them it's okay to feel that way. Take a moment. Sit with that. Yeah. Can you think of a time in your life where somebody told you, suck it up, buttercup? When somebody told you, damn, you so emotional. Damn, why you keep crying over that? Damn, you know what I'm saying? Can you think about all those times they made you feel like Your emotion make you weak. Your emotions are stupid. Men and women, because men are so, be a man, don't cry. What they tell us? Damn, you emotional. Okay, there you go with all that crying shit. Men, can I help y'all? If you allow your woman to feel those emotions, I don't think she will cuss you out the way she does. Why she cussing me out? Because you wouldn't let her be a woman and just, oh. I mean, y'all, that's a lie. What y'all saying to me? That situation shows how people need to cultivate a relationship with self. In other words, get to know yourself, or as you said earlier, get intimate with ourselves. Intimacy equals intimacy. Let me get my shot on. Woo, glory. Girl, that's church right there. Y'all hear what Miss Full said? Intimacy. Girl, you better come over here and teach this class. Come on, teach this class. Period. Shata. That's church right there. We close the book right there. Really. It's an integration of body and mind. Mindfulness of our inner. That's good, sis. I'm almost done, y'all. Because we got a lot more to go. Mindfulness of our inner world. Mindfulness allows us to see with clarity and balance the movements of our minds and feelings. We see the forces of anger, fear, greed, or confusion in which we can become lost, and the way in which these forces lead to pain and struggle in our life. We see the ways in which we can color and distort our inner and outer world through projection, judgment, and the associations from the past. We see the ways in which our moment-to-moment experience of life is shaped and molded by the quality of our relationship to it. Exploring our inner world is not only bad news, we also see the forces of compassion, generosity, sensitivity, and love that move within us and lead to happiness and harmony. The function of mindfulness is that it brings sufficient calmness and clarity for us to cultivate the inner qualities that lead to happiness and well-being, and to understand and let go of the qualities that lead to confusion and disharmony. Wow. In other words, and I say this to y'all all the time, when I went to my therapist and, some jacked up shit happened to me, and she took me through the processes, the EDMR therapy, went through the processes and brought me back to that moment. It was very upsetting and everything. And she brought me out of that moment. And when she told me to open my eyes, and she said, how did you feel? And I was blaming myself, and I could have did this, I could have did that, blah, blah, blah. And she said, you did what you thought was best in that moment. And that's hard. That's a hard thing to receive or to embrace in your mind, because we feel like when we make a mistake, we miss something. But there's a reason for all things. And yeah, we F up some stuff. And yes, we could have made a better decision, but some people clam up, some people mind go, you know what I'm saying? Just never know. But with that thought in mind, what the book said, with all the crap that we go through, to bring that happiness and well-being and to understand and let go of the qualities that lead to confusion and disharmony. All those years, I felt jacked up like, man, I could have did that better. Maybe it was my fault. But when she told me that, you talk about being on the pathway of healing. It's nothing, ain't shit I could do about it. It was over. But the most beautiful thing about it, I was able to live through it and talk about it. I didn't blow my head off. I didn't blow that person's head off. I didn't get on drugs. You know what I'm saying? I just suffered a lot of hardships emotionally and spiritually because of my thought pattern. And so with her telling me that, it brought me to a place of happiness and well-being. Mindfulness of feeling. Awareness of feeling is a significant aspect of mindfulness meditation. The world of our emotions is one that can be charged and unpredictable. It is a territory that often feels inaccessible to us. Within the world of emotions is carried our griefs, sorrows, disappointments, anger, love, and joy. With mindfulness, we learn to penetrate this complex territory, understanding that every emotion is a tapestry involving our bodies, minds, feelings, and frequently all of our associations from the past. Rather than being caught in our reactions or the turmoil of our emotions, mindfulness brings us closer to that point where our emotional life begins to emerge. We learn to listen, accept, and to bring balance and kind attentiveness into the process of feeling without becoming entangled in reaction. What that's simply saying, at that moment, a friend comes to you, let's say her husband is cheating. She wants to scream, she wants to punch a pillar, she wants to cuss, she wants to call him everything but a child of God. She wants to even declare the woman he messing with, right? Let her get it out. Let her get it out. Because if she doesn't get it out, and you say, girl, don't talk like that, girl, shut up, be quiet, blah, 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 blah. She's going to internalize that shit, and she's going to react. You ever went to somebody and was hurt, and they let you talk? And you say, damn, I feel better. Or you went to somebody and you're like, I need your advice, because if I don't, I'm going to lose my mind. And they ask you a question. Good friends. I'm not talking about the ones that got their opinion and the ones that don't know how to damn it listen. They allow you to talk yourself out of the situation. And you say, wow, I got my answers now. So you got it out and you didn't have to react. Yeah. That's good shit right there. The mindfulness of feeling. Or worse, she said, damn it, and act on what she was thinking to do. Right. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's powerful. Just like I was saying before, let people feel what they're feeling. This is another one. You talking to somebody, you going through your shit, you talking to your friend, you telling them, and what they say, girl, not me. If that was me, I ain't never felt that. What? They judging you the whole while. And you're in some damn toppling over pain. They judging you. They judging your significant other. Girl, you better than me. What the fuck? Really? You ain't never loved nobody. And they'll be the main one that let men, who want to judge a situation, let men do all manner of evil against them. But they gonna judge you Like, I mean, we all can. I mean, if we be honest, if we take the color out of it, if we take a lot of shit out of it, and stand hand in hand as women, stand hand in hand as men and women, we can really relate with the other person. Well, we played the fool. Even a strong woman. I'm a strong woman. You know, what Beyonce said, I'm a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. We can all identify with the fact that when you love somebody, and I have to talk about relationships because that's one of the main things. You let some shit pass because what? You love them. Can't nobody, I mean, you can't come to me and say you ain't never gave nobody a pass. Because what we've been taught to forgive. Everybody ain't throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And some of them really need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I mean, really. But will judge you like they are the master decision maker. They're the holy one. They're the strong one, no matter what. Man, F you. Let people feel what they feel. Ain't nobody wanting to hear what you wouldn't do in that moment. You ain't going through this at this moment. When they get to saying, what? Like, don't even say nothing. Because you got yet to experience what I'm experiencing. And the one that you judge, and the one you talk shit about, their situation is the situation that you're going to have to walk through just because you judge them. I think the Bible speaks of that. And I've had people to judge me and had to come back and say, you know what? I judged you. Now I understand because I did. And what you came out of, it about killed them because they judged you. That mindfulness of feeling, that right there just put the icing on the cake. Losing her freedom as a consequence of that. Absolutely. Talking about the woman when you don't listen. She's still talking about that when you don't give them that opportunity to express what she's feeling, how she's feeling, even the men. You know, I do counsel men. I've counseled a lot of men. And I think with men, the freedom that I open up to them and let them know that it's available, that they can cry and be vulnerable. They can express and be vulnerable. You know, that it's a safe place and they don't have to worry about being thought of less. You know, men want to be, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Less than a man. Even if they are a homosexual man, it's still a man. You know what I'm saying? They still was taught, especially them. Oh, toughen up, you're a man. Don't act like no woman. Can you express? Can you imagine the shit they go through in their mind? This because they lean more into their feminine energy, and the men that in their life that say they were men saw that and like, stop acting like a girl. They punching them in the chest and shit. Can you imagine how they deal with their emotions? Oh, my. It's a lot of shit. And it's time for us as spiritual people, mentors, hoodoo workers, root workers, psychics, mediums, wherever you are in the spiritual world, it's time for us to really open those doors. Open up those doors on healing hinges. When you open your door, somebody get a reading, somebody come and get crystal healing, somebody get meditation from you, or massage, whatever you do, Reiki, whatever you do, okay? Spiritual counseling, open up that door on healing hinges, not money hinges, not popularity hinges. When my doors open, okay, Queen Thais Speaks, when they open, when I do my readings, it's healing hinges. My intentions up here And everything else is going to fall in place. My family's going to eat. I'm going to have money in the bank. But my sole purpose of why I do what I do is to see people healed. If your sole purpose is not that, you might as well give it up. Give it up. Because this is not why Spirit put you in this position. So, this mindfulness is a beautiful thing. Even as I am talking about it, there's a more, it's talked about compassion and understanding and clarity. There's a heaviness that sits on my heart because there's more to be done. And there's so few of us to do it because everybody's not doing it. Everybody's not doing it. Maybe you do all that, you need to charge $1,500. You giving all that knowledge, you need to charge $2,500. That's all well and good, but I'm going to do it the way Spirit tell me to do it because I want the blessing upon my life to be continual and not just monetary. You hear what I say? Money is good, but money can't buy my health. Money can't give me a peace of mind. Money can't heal my heart. Money can't heal my relationship. You understand? I want prosperity in every area of my life, so I choose to do it the way Spirit tells me to do it. I love that. I think I'm going to do one more. What time is it? I'm going to do one more. But I got to go back when it says the mindfulness of feeling. We learn to listen, accept, and to bring balance and kind attentiveness into the process of feeling without becoming entangled in reactions. Mindfulness of mind. And this is the last thing for tonight. I hope everybody subscribes to my channel. Please tap into the special that I got going on for readings and everything. They've been a blessing. I'm doing candle work. I really want to help y'all step into the new year with, clarity of mind, a new beginning, a new start, and pushing forward. We know that next year will present challenges, but all we can do is stay focused and balanced and open and giving grace, compassion, peace, and love, and all those beautiful things, and just move forward with Spirit. Mindfulness of mind. Mindfulness directed to more clearly understand all of the activities and qualities of our mind. As we first attempt to bring mindfulness into the movements of our minds, we can initially feel bewildered by the complexity and busyness of our mind. As we deepen in our capacity to be mindfully attentive one moment at a time, the mind will begin to slow down, allowing us to perceive its true nature. We see that the mind is comprised of several distinct aspects and activities. There are the objects of content of our minds: thoughts, images, memories, ideas, which are constantly changing, often arriving unbidden and disappearing only to be replaced by yet another thought or image. There are also the different states of mind, which can last longer and which often, in turn, condition the contents that arise. Depression, anxiety, sadness, dullness, excitement are all states of mind that have the capacity to color our perception of ourselves and the moment. There are also the activities of the mind that compel us into action. The varying reactions of aversion or clinging, reflective elements, intentions that are taking place within the same territory we call the mind. Mindfulness enables us to penetrate the apparent complexity of the mind and see it in its different aspects and functions. As we practice in meditation, we will inevitably meet the often tumultuous life of our minds, the seemingly bottomless stream of thoughts that can dominate our perception of reality, the endless range of thoughts we can have about past, present, and future. As we meditate, We may even be tempted to conclude that it creates more thinking than occurred prior to meditation. What is actually happening is that we are simply becoming more aware of the life of our minds. Mindfulness meditation is not an exercise of thought eradication. Thought is not an obstacle to meditation. The obstacle lies in the obsessiveness, resistance, or indulgence we can bring to our thinking process. Mindfulness enables us to let go of these extra layers with which we can surround our thoughts, paving the way for thinking to be more creative, clear, and insightful. Through mindfulness, bringing clear, calm attention to each moment, we are revealed to ourselves without judgment or conclusion. Mindfulness strips away the confusing layers of resistance, struggle, and prejudice that can make our inner landscape inaccessible to us. There is the possibility of deep and transforming insight. Because we judge everything that comes to mind. We judge it, analyze it. We're not gentle with ourselves. We're not kind to ourselves. We're religious. We're traditional. We've been controlled. We've been misunderstood. We've been abused. We've been traumatized. And so when I thought about the thoughts of the mind, this is the best way I can describe it. This is one of the holders I use to hold my card, made out of wood. It's like having this. This is the thought. It's raw. It's naked. It's not ashamed. But when we begin to do all the shit we do, we begin to rap. And what's going to happen if I keep turning this on it? It's going to be completely covered by something that does not even belong to me. My perception, how I view myself, what mama said, what grandma said, what my ex-husband said, what my best friend said, what the people say. Look, it's going to become covered, unrecognizable. This pure raw thought, unrecognizable by stuff. Just going on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Just on and on. But mindfulness meditation, at first it's got to remove all that shit. That's a lot, see? And it's going to be layers of it. That's why I said you're going to feel like you're thinking more. But in actuality, it's like having a bug problem. The pest control comes in, it gets worse before it gets better. So that's what happens when you begin to practice mindful meditation. And then after a while, you get back to the real, raw, authentic form of what Creator, God, Spirit created it to be. That made me emotional. That's all we're doing. This is very powerful. I'm so grateful. And I'm enjoying this with y'all. I'm going through the processes with y'all. For example, I was telling my good friend, and I was telling her, I was doing this, I was meditating this, and what I was sharing a little bit about my partner, and she said and I was saying it's evil. She said, why would you think that's evil? She said, that's not evil. Why would you think that's evil? That's not, you know what I'm saying? Our own worst critic. And so I'm grateful for tonight. Thank y'all for stopping by. That's all we're going to cover because that's pretty heavy. As I been mindful of what I'm feeling, listening to this, what are you feeling? With me, my back hurt, my chest hurt. It's just like it's pulling me and stretching me, and At the same time, I feel joy. At the same time, I feel pain. At the same time, I feel free. At the same time, I feel restricted. This is doing a lot to me in my body, just being mindful. Because this is true. And a lot of time, we've been so fixed on what's false, it's hard for us to embrace the truth. It's like I said, it makes you regurgitate. You know what I'm saying? You want to, because you're not used to the truth. You're so used to embracing a lie or seeing things all dressed up. But when it comes to the real raw, we don't want to see that. We like things dressed up and dolled up. We don't want the real raw. Put some color on it. Cover up that gray. You know what I'm saying? That's comfortable. We don't like the real raw. But we're gonna deal with it. And I'm gonna close with this. Say this again. Mindfulness strips away the confusion layers of resistance. You'll no longer resist what it really is. It takes away the resistance, the struggle, and the prejudice that can make our inner landscape inaccessible. There's a part of you that's inaccessible. There's a part of me, you, her, him, that we haven't yet tapped into because it's been inaccessible. All right? And there is the possibility of deep and transforming insight. Get this book. It will change your life. Wow. She said, girl, you got a camera in my head. I've been thinking along these same lines. Yeah. That oneness, that one accord says, it's crazy. Now I'm feeling that pain release, like, make me want to stretch and, this is beautiful. Anybody want to say anything? We are treading on uncharted waters. We are sailing, we are diving in. It's uncharted waters. Let's see what energy, and then I'm done. Okay, I have 4 cards here. The first card is the Hangman. Pause, surrender, letting go, waiting, new perspective. This is so in line with what we're learning tonight. Wisdom, self-sacrifice, uncertainty, and contemplation. No, I wasn't, sis. I was going to text you. I wasn't able to read it. I don't know. Can you email it to me? Can you? I need that. I wasn't able to say. I kept trying to open it, wouldn't do it. Okay, the Tower. And it's upside down. Fear of change, averting disaster moment has already passed. Oppression, carelessness, negligence, and apathy. I believe Spirit is letting us know the thing that we're going to experience, the thing that we are going to feel as we go through mindful meditation. Because you do know you can do this now. As we are learning, you don't have to wait till we finish. You can start doing this now. All right. Ace of Wands. New project, inspiration, ignited passion, new opportunities, growth, potential, energy, creative spark, new initiative, enthusiasm. All right. Ace of Wands. And Five of Cups. Regret, failure, disappointment, grief, pessimism, feeling abandoned or unloved, loss, sadness, mourning, discontent. Like these are all the things that we are going to experience while going through this process. And guess what? It's okay. Because like I said, it gets worse before it gets better. But have in your mind, be mindful of how you feel. How does this make me feel? Be prepared to have those conversations with your partners. Be prepared to have those conversations with your spouses. Be prepared to not even have a conversation. Spirit might just say, don't say nothing to nobody. Okay. I was sharing some things today while I was talking to my admins, and this wise woman got on the phone and she said, I was listening to what you said. She said, I've been where you are. She said, what you do now, just get quiet. Just get quiet and just let things process out the way they're going to process. I was like, damn. Because, I mean, after a while, there's nothing to talk about. You just let spirit do what it do. So a lot of us just may be right there. Like, you're going to want to talk to somebody about it or express. And spirit may say, I got you. So I'm grateful for tonight. This is really, really good. I love y'all. We'll be here tomorrow night. And we're going to continue to move forward. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Y'all good? All hearts and minds clear? My candle work is done. Everything's good. It was a great day for me. Got a little crazy coming on. But I appreciate y'all. Okay. All right. I'm going to chime out. All right. And we're still going to be on mindful meditation. And we're just going to keep going with it until we get to the next chapter. This is really, really good. Thank you, Spirit. All right. We're chiming out. Ashe. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Bye-bye.